Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Mac Dezzy. Y'all know me. And today, it's battle time. That's right, it's on. And we're going to get this started pretty quickly because you guys have seen some of these heavy hitters. We got the JBL Charge 4. And today, it's battling the LG PK7. And so what we want to do real quick before we jump into the video is go jump into some of these sounds. Just give y'all my 5 things that we're going to be going over here when we go into this battle today. So here's what it is. It's going to be the cost. That's number 1. As y'all know me, I like to say that money. It's got to be that look. How does that thing look in your hand? How does it look being carried around? That whole 9. It's got to be the sound. Of course, that's what we're going to get into the battle. And then, of course, we got those intangibles. What are those little things, those nooks and crannies? Yeah, I brought it back to that old school stuff. That nooks and crannies that makes you want to have this joint on deck. And finally, it's that badassery. What is that joint that's, this is that badass thing that when you put it down, you set it down, people are like, that's the one. So let's go ahead and get up in it. Giggity. All right, so here's what we found. First and foremost, the dimensions. The JBL is 22 by 9.5 by 9.3 centimeters, while the LG PK7, and from now on the rest of the videos, it's going to be the LG is 32 by 16 by 15 centimeters. All right, so that's pretty large and in charge. Okay, so right off the bat, dimension-wise, the LG is a little bit bigger. You can see that here in the video, so you know what it is. Bigger, does it always equal better? We about to find out, ladies. All right, so so the JBL on the left, the red joint, the battery in that is 7,500 milliamps. All right, but with that big ass battery, that charge time is 5.5 hours. And of course, as some of the more recent 2019 JBLs, it is IPX7 rated, okay? So do your own due diligence. What does IPX7 means? Means you can submerge that bad boy if it needs to be, and you don't have to worry about it getting wet and drowning, as long as you keep the stopper in though, okay? Make sure you keep that stopper in. Now, the LG didn't really come with a battery per se for the time, but from what my research, I've been able to find it's about a 5,200 milliamp battery. All right, so it's a little bit smaller, and on top of that, I don't know if this can charge your device. I've not been able to find that it hasn't. It does have a USB in the back, but I'll test it and we'll see. We'll see how that works. The LG is also 22 hours of playtime, 4 hours of that charge, and IPX5 rated. All right, so let's go ahead and get into them costs. Here's where some of the changes have occurred recently. The LG PK7 is on sale right now. Is it on sale, or is it that they've lowered the pricing? So the price point right now in the PK7 is $96. The PK5 is like $56, and the PK3 is like $59. I don't know why the PK3 is more than the PK5. You'll have to ask LG. On the JBL, the Charge 4, I've recently picked up that new one, as you see in the back, for $111, which is really inexpensive in comparison to what the price was when it first came out. That, I believe it was $149.99. And if I got it as a bundle pack, I think when I was first seeing it on Amazon, it came with that and the charger for like $145. But I got that one in the back just recently for $111. So that's a pretty big discount on Amazon. Now, the difference in pricing, we're talking about $12. So really, you have to see if these differences are good enough for you. All right. Now, that was the cost. So as far as number 1 on the cost, dollar for dollar, the LG got it. Okay, so the LG wins that for cost. That look. Okay, so I'm torn. Y'all know, come on. I have a ton of speakers. Y'all know I love a good looking speaker, right? But here's the deal. They're both clean. Look how clean that LG grill is, though. That looks boss. And you got the LEDs. Wow. But look how very prestigious that JBL looks. I mean, that is how it's supposed to look, no? That's what the Bluetooth speaker is supposed to look like. It got the nice little company branding, real small. It's got some button placement on the top. It's got that cool mesh all around. So if it gets wet, you know it ain't going nowhere. I mean, look at the box. You know, in the box, they advertise in the water, okay? They both have radiating speakers on the side, okay? So they both got that little radiator on the side here, as well as on the sides. So that's kind of a wash for me. And the JBLs comes in a multitude of color. You get that blue, that gray, that red, that black. So, you know, that also says a lot. All right, so here's the deal. For the look, I'm going to give it to LG again. And I'll tell you why. There's one little thing that they got on two of their speakers that JBL doesn't have. Now, JBL, the flip, it comes with a lanyard. That's cool. That's a nice way to carry it around, you know, lanyard it to your wrist. But that cage on the LG, when you can just grip it and rip it, boom. What? You taking that with you? Like what? Like what, yo? Like what? You know, so I really like that cage. So I'm going to give this one on the look to LG. But next up is the all-important sound. And when it comes to the sound, that's where this may differ. So let's go over some of the features on the sound qualities here, okay? Now, I was able to look it up a little bit more as well. Like I said, in my research, now if you guys find something different, y'all are welcome to go down below and let me know in the comments, all right? But that LG PK7, from what I've researched and located, from multiple sources, and if you guys want, let me know if you need me to. I can source those out for you. But I know one is like CNET and somewhere else. And the LG PK7s are 40 watts. So these are two 20 watts. Those tweeters don't actually push out any. These are two 20-watt drivers. These tweeters here don't really push out anything other than, I think, reverberate sound. So they're kind of more for aesthetic looks. Now, that JBL, it has one big ass 30-watt speaker. All right. So that 30 watts is right there in that one speaker. So, hey, 30 versus 40. But y'all know how JBL do. They tune their stuff pretty sweet. So what we're going to do here is we're going to pull out, giggity, the decibel meter, and we're going to test to see which one is actually louder. And that's how we're going to do this sound test today. All right? So y'all need to check it out. Right now, we're going to start with the JBL. Let's start with the JBL. Let's see what the JBL does. All right? All right, so here we go. As usual, I'm going with my Nefx Fight Back copyright-free music on YouTube. This is a YouTube video that I'm utilizing that says copyright-free music.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming. There's no way that you make it. And maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back?
Okay, so as you saw, This is the copyright-free music, so you guys know better than me that copyright-free music doesn't always come through the strongest, through a device, through a Bluetooth device. But in this particular song, coming from the iPad, it is pushing at 100.6 decibels. All right, so next is that LG. So we're getting ready to listen to that LG, see which one is louder, and here we go, okay?
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. Other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different, man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it though. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro, don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming. There's no way that you make it. And maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Aren't you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Aren't you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back?
All right. All right, so here we go. Let's get into that sound. The JBL pushed out 100 decibels while the JBL was at 96.5. All right, so the JBL was at 100 while the LG was at 96.5. So 4 decibels of difference there. And here's the difference, though, to me, and I think this really it speaks well about that Meridian technology. The actual... Yeah, what else happened, buddy? Yeah, and what else happened? Remy Martin, what's up, dog? That's my cat, y'all. He having a good time right now. Now, when it comes to that Meridian technology, it's got this kind of balancing quality to it. But we'll go by what the actual meter says, okay? So in the sound, JBL got it, no doubt. JBL took it. It's got it by 4 decibels. They took it. Now, what are those intangibles? Those things that just aren't always advertised, those things that not everybody gets into and talks about. Say what's up. Go ahead. Say what's up. You want it to, there you go. You want it to be on the video. What? You cutting into the video. What's up, buddy? You just came to rub on stuff? Huh? Remy. Yeah, that's a light. Yeah, it's bright. Come on, buddy. Come on down. No? You just knocking stuff over? So there you go, y'all. He done took over the video. Y'all know it. Y'all know how these things do. Anyways, so when it comes down to that JBL and the, let me get it back on the stand here, buddy. Come on, thanks. All right, so when it comes back to that JBL, in the way that those little intangibles are, I would say the very first thing is that the JBL has this feature that allows you to hook up to multiple devices. So you can have 2 devices that are linked at the same time. Go ahead, buddy. Oh, come on. No. You gonna take my whole sheet with you? Come on. Remy, get down. Thank you. All right, so what it allows you to do is hook up multiple devices, all right? The LG has those LEDs. You know what I'm saying? But here's the deal. If you're having a nice little get-together, nice little party, it might allow you to have multiple people DJing at the same time on them JBLs, while the LG, you got to disconnect and reconnect each person separately. So that's one thing you got to think about. The second thing is the JBL Connect app allows you to hook up over 100 devices at the same time. So if every one of your people's got some sort of JBL, whether it be the Flip or the Charge or the Extreme or whatever, everybody can bring their speaker through and y'all can connect them all together. That's a balls feature. Now, LG does have an app. It's not necessarily for the PKs lineup, and it's pretty bad. So LG, if you're listening, you may want to work on that. You got some catching up to do. You got some explaining to do. But that LED lights, the cage, the little nuanced things that they got going on are some very intangible things. But I gotta say, I gotta go with the JBL in this one. The JBL's got it on them intangibles. So finally, number 5 is the Badassery. What is the baddest speaker on the block when I look at these two? Wow. Did I mention that the LG is heavier than the JBL? I know you should be able to figure that out by looking at it, but it is. All right, so that PK7 is a little bit heavier than that Charge 4. That's one thing. So it doesn't make it easy to carry around for portability. That IPX7 does make it nice and cozy when you're carrying it to the beach. You ain't got to worry about that dropping in the sea. But that LG at night, when you out and about, it's nighttime and you may be on that beach and you got it over the blankets and it's in the dark and you got them LEDs popping and flop and just flaring up. Whew, it looks sweet. It does. And especially when you have multiples, you can get the lights to coincide to the music. Whew. Whew. What you talk about? What you talk about, player? But okay, so here's where we're going to go. Badassery. And for the win on this one, I think we're going to go with that LG. I know. Come on, y'all. Go down below. Let me know your opinions. Do you think the JBL took it? You guys got to let me know. All right? And while you're down there, you might as well go ahead and give me them thumbs, yo. Give me them thumbs. And hey, always be the hero in your story, not the villain in someone else's. Peace. And yeah, that's my thumb with the Band-Aid. What?